everyone! Welcome back to Charmed Rewind! It's the spring/summer edition! Woo!
Whoa!
I guess it'd still be spring, right? May? Is that going into summer? June's the first summer?
Probably.
Oh no. Anyway, this is pointless. So
That's the review, actually.
The end. That's what I think of Charmed. It was all leading into that. I had a segue in mind. So the poll on Patreon was a tie again, Phelan.
Whoa.
So as we do with these ties, we're going to do one of them this month.
We're going to do none of them.
We're going to do none of them. When it's a tie,
do a random one.
We'll never do one of them, actually. They get knocked off the list. You'll never see our reviews of them. We're going to do the one that it tied with next month, but we're doing it in chronological order. So the one we're going to be talking about today is Season 3, Episode 7, Power Outage. It tied with Witches in Tights, just to let you know. So that nightmare's coming up. Coming up next. Entice the people, Witches in Tights. It's going to be real shit. But right now, Season 3, early into that, it's still doing decent Charmed, I would say. It's certainly decent Cole Phoebe stuff compared to later.
Mm-hmm. There's a fight scene, so they were trying a bit.
They were trying. You could feel the trying going on, especially with, well, they kind of lays out on some of the storyline elements, but but there's still some stuff to be enjoyed with
a lot of effort compared to later Charmed.
Yeah.
Do something, do it!
So just to put people into the storyline going on currently in the one we were looking at. So this is during the early Cole and Phoebe stuff. They don't know that he's Balthazar yet. So he is just her lawyer boyfriend who's kind of mysterious. He's secretly working to try and kill them. Balthazar is his true form, his demon side, in which he turns into that guy.
True form that he can get rid of sometimes.
Yeah,
later.
yeah, that's when he turns into the guy from the Fantastic Four Roger Corman movie. Becomes the Thing guy.
Yeah.
I think that's the major stuff going on. Phoebe's going to college. Prue's a photographer. Yeah, so
Cole's really bad at sneaking around. Like, I don't know how he sneaks around anyway when he's like, oh, sometimes I turn into this big lummox, or oh, we don't notice that, and other times he's waving a knife behind his back and no one notices. Like, yeah, Mr. Sneaky, isn't he?
It's also like, they established that Balthazar is his true form. So his Cole form is really the disguise. It takes effort to appear as Cole. So it's weird that later in the episode, he is injured horribly, and yet he goes to the form that takes energy to be like, and suddenly he's like the Terminator.
Because he doesn't even want to be Cole that when first happens, so like, why?
Does he not want to be Cole?
Because he's like, oh shit, they're gonna see me, and he pieces out of there real quick.
Yeah, even the goofs on IMDb were like, that don't make sense.
Yeah, because that scene's acting like it's the opposite.
Yeah, like he's supposed to, like Cole is I feel like the show could have solved a lot of problems by making that the case, that was his normal form, and he wanted to become his demon form and all that and whatever, and that ties into his story. I don't remember exactly what was going on, other than some of it had to do with his father, and that was never resolved at all. Like, they had to wait for the comics to get back to that. Yeah, so, and Phoebe and Cole have just slept together for the first time.
I slept with a zombie.
So there's some follow-up to that. They're together forever.
Love will last forever. Oh, wait, no. Love was not enough.
At least at this point, Cole is desperately in love with her. He does not know the fate that will befall him.
Well, he could have spared us all, though, had he just gotten a little stabby.
Yeah.
He was so close to saving the series.
He's even inconsistent about that in this episode. We'll get to it when we get to it. So anyway, our opening scene. Cole and Phoebe sex scene. We open with the floor and Phoebe's bra. They pan over. Phoebe's concerned. She says that whenever she gets close to Cole, he pulls away. She tries to dig deeper into this, but then Cole says, Phoebe, don't.
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 Oh, I forgot about blondish Phoebe for some reason, so I didn't know who that was first when it showed it. Was? Yeah, I was like, who? Oh, is it? Just like she's kind of shadowed and stuff. Is like, what? Who's that? Oh.
She was blonde and she was wearing like the TV version of minimal makeup because they're supposed to, post-coitus and everything. Yeah. So she looked a little different. Also, I do think in this episode in particular, I don't remember if this was a consistent thing with her around this period, but like her makeup is a lot different than I'm used to. It felt like she was wearing like 4 layers of foundation. It was real heavy. And like, I think because her eyebrows are also bleached a little lighter to go with her hair, like it changes her face. Mm. It felt like she went heavy with the bronzer too. So gave her a little bit different look.
Yeah.
But anyway, Cole in bed stares into the distance with a look of horror. He's foreseeing the things that's going to happen in this relationship.
Love isn't enough.
Yeah, Phoebe. Okay, so this is a nightmare. Spoiler alert. Phoebe sits behind him like Lord Palpatine. Like, such in your heart, you know it to be true. She's saying all these creepy things.
I tricked you into having sex with me. Now you're mine.
I guess maybe they're intending it to be a little creepy, but I don't think it's supposed to be like she's evil in this dream. I think she's just supposed to be like Phoebe, and then he kills her.
Yeah. And then it becomes a good dream. Like it's a nightmare first, then he kills her. He's like, oh, what a wonderful dream.
Yeah. He kills her, he wakes up. Yeah, what a wonderful dream. I loved it. Then one of the members of the Triad, this is what's going on with the story. I should have mentioned the Triad, the guys that were sent by the source of all evil. They've hired Cole to take out Phoebe, so there's many layers. The source has hired the Triad to hire Cole, who's going to hire Andres, and they're gonna, eventually someone's going to kill the Charmed Ones in this line.
Demon pyramid scheme.
Yeah. But this Triad, they've been building them up. I forget when they first introduced them. I want to say around when they introduced Cole, so it has to have been the beginning of season 3 at least. Mm-hmm. They've been building them up as this big, bad, evil, so powerful thing. Like they're, just under the source. They're pretty scary. Everyone's frightened of them. That's going to be nerfed completely in this episode.
And the Triad guy who comes and yells at Cole to do his job, he has a weird lisp and he kind of talks like he's doing a baby voice. It's like, this is the least intimidating guy that could come and tell him to, kill Phoebe. You're making the source man sad. We are going to be real sad if you don't do your job.
I feel like whoever plays the Triad is also very inconsistent. I feel like it's new guys every time. And I think it's implied either in the comics or somewhere in the show that maybe the Triad is just whoever's in it, not necessarily these same guys. Like they can get replaced and it's still the Triad.
One of the other ones that you're saying, he's a bit Maurice LaMarche. She's also a bit kind of your Neely voice.
I was thinking like Maurice LaMarche when he does like Orson Welles.
Yeah.
The voice that he does. It's a weird affectation. I guess it's this evil voice.
Yeah. I'm doing a kind of evil voice, but yeah, it's also a bit your Neely thing.
All right, Cole, we need you to kill Phoebe now. If you don't kill the Charmed Ones. The Neely voice is really me just trying to do Eartha Kitt.
Yeah.
Batman. Yeah. Many layers of imitation happening.
It's like the layers of the Triad source crap.
Yeah.
Higher down.
So, okay, so one of the Triad guys, he shows up in Cole's bedroom. Apparently he gave him this nightmare because he knew what happened in it. So I guess he had some ability to give that to him.
Or he's just watching. Let's see where this is going.
Well, he said like, oh, that wasn't so hard, was it? So he seemed to know what he did.
Yeah, maybe he's like...
I don't know. He's basically like, hey, you need to not sleep with Phoebe. You're supposed to kill him. I think we had some miscommunication here. You're supposed to kill her and not sleep with her. And then Cole's like, I'm not going to let you down. And the Triad says, you already did. Disappointed!
Cole never catches a break.
I do think with what they do with Cole later, it is funny that he started out as kind of this hired hand because later it just seemed like he was this all-powerful whatever, depending on where the story took him.
Shouldn't Cole be sleeping, though, as Balthazar, if it takes effort to be Cole?
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know how changing from Balthazar to Cole changes his clothes, too. It definitely does.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's like Cole, is he just projecting the aura of Cole and his clothes, and he's just always Balthazar in a black suit?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
These aren't the real clothes I'm wearing.
I feel bad for the guy who plays Balthazar, too. He's got these big, fake monster teeth in where you have to dub in all of his lines later. Because clearly he can't enunciate any of his lines. It's like the Ferengi, you know?
Yeah. The fact they turned him into Dink Maul, too, is like, okay, we get it.
The Darth Maul look. Some people are into the Darth Maul look. I personally think it's lame.
It's a very direct ripoff.
Yeah, and when you read that, like, oh, they were inspired by Darth Maul, that's the least surprising.
No, were they?
What?
You don't say.
But I mean, people like the Darth Maul look too. They still do, because that's why they made Darth Maul a good character later. They're like, this is a really good look. Hate to waste him on that prequel.
Let's actually give him some story in subsequent appearances.
Balthazar did not get any of that. So anyway, the Triad guy's like, all right, kill the Charmed Ones or we're going to kill you. And then he melts into the floor. At P3, the girls are sitting on the couch looking concerned in their sexy club outfits. So they know Balthazar. They just don't know that Cole is Balthazar. So they know he's after them and that he's got some connection to the source. He's pretty powerful.
They're doing their usual. Let's take a break from giving a shit, though.
Yeah, this episode is all about how insanely busy their schedules are, and they keep fucking each other over with trying to hand off responsibilities, whatever. They know Balthazar is after them, so they got that going on too. But they took the time to get all their club outfits on, put on their full glam makeup, go there, sit on the couch, and then discuss this rather than do any of these things that they need to get done.
There's a big, setup here, too, that something bad's going to be coming, because Piper has to keep putting off this doctor's appointment. You're like, oh, what's going to happen at this doctor's appointment? Spoilers, nothing happens.
Yeah, I don't know what doctor she's going to in the U.S. that she can just reschedule day after day. If you cancel that, you're going to be waiting a long time. Not just like, oh, tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow. So yeah, this is when I noted Phoebe's makeup. Real weird. Heavy foundation. Strange. And they get lots of close-ups at her in this scene as she's looking distractedly. Prue is talking about the Balthazar thing. She's like, he's not going to stop until he kills us. We got to figure out how to get rid of him. Phoebe is like, I don't care. I'm thinking of Cole.
I do like that Prue makes fun of her. Like, you just stop staring off vacantly, you useless idiot.
Phoebe, quit dreaming about lipstick over there.
We see inside her head, and that is exactly what she's dreaming of. Putting it on, and then the Triad guy comes like, see, that wasn't so hard. Put on your lipstick, Phoebe.
Look, we've talked about episodes where literally she's just putting on lipstick, not paying attention to the main things going on in the episode. This is true to her character. I know all the characters are mean to each other and say things, say mean things about each other, but really all the stuff about Phoebe is true in this episode. So Prue's like, yeah, we should probably come up with, a plan to get rid of Balthazar. And then Phoebe's like, yeah, whatever, Triad agent is after us and all this shit. But Prue, you're being annoying and Cole's late. I'm really concerned about that. Yeah, they call him a Triad agent. So, but I mean, I guess the Triad hired him. So I guess they know. He's not part of the Triad, but a Triad agent, because there's only 3 of them. If they have 4 of them, there's too many. The Triad also summoned the stupid genie, French Stewart genie. That was the end of season 2, so they've been around since then at least. But that was one of their plans. Maybe they didn't nerf them. Maybe they fucking sucked from the beginning. One of their plans was French Stewart genie. Fuck.
We will unleash the French Stewart. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. They shot him in the ass.
Death was implied.
His death was implied.
Can I just kill her and get off? This is L.A.
In the hit movie, Love Stinks.
Yeah, everyone loves it. Where French Stewart bugs Sonia.
Yeah. So, Piper is also irritated, you'll be surprised to hear. She wants to wrap up this conversation because she's busy planning Fastball's appearance at the club. She's like, wrap this up, I don't care about the Triad agent either, I gotta get a fastball! And then she's gotta shoot a fastball or whatever the drug is.
Can't believe they didn't get them to play the way at the end. None of them know where they're going.
Yeah, I thought I saw in the credits that they did play it, but I didn't hear it.
No.
So
it was a different song.
No, it was something called Ocean, I think. It was catchy. I hadn't heard it before. Gotta look it up on Spotify now. Charmed, you got me to listen to a song. So, this is when Cole arrives finally at the club in his business suit. Like, he's not wearing a club suit. He's wearing his, like, lawyer business suit, walking around with all these, like, club people. And, like, can you imagine you're at, like, a hip, sexy halter top club, and then you see this guy walking around? He's muttering to himself, too. Like, he's not being normal. Like, he's like, how do I break up with Phoebe? I gotta kill you, so I guess, that sounds stupid.
Could you at least change into Balthazar before coming in here?
He would have looked more fitting with that part. Yeah. But yeah, he looks like a real goober, just being awkward. He doesn't know, because I guess it would be awkward if he tried to kill her while they were together, so he's planning on breaking up with her. Like, you're gonna kill her anyway, what do you care?
That really makes it right.
Yeah. So, he comes over. Prue's still trying to wrangle her sisters together for this, like, vanquishing practice session the next day to, like, in case Balthazar attacks, they gotta plan something. But they keep calling it, like, earthquake preparation, because Cole's there and they don't know that he knows, and he doesn't know, and then no one knows the way.
Where were they going?
The one Fastball song anyone knows. Yeah. Piper is like, no, I got a doctor's appointment. And then she calls Prue Madam President. Prue's also, she's got a photographer, like a photo shoot that she has moved over to P3 without asking permission from Piper. So she's mad about that. She's got a bunch of stuff to do with that. Piper's got the stuff with Fastball, plus the doctor's appointment. Plus there's a homeowners association meeting that they're supposed to host.
Prue helped her buy P3, though, so like, shut up, Piper.
Yeah, Piper's like, get your own club later. It's like, it is her club.
Yeah.
She's one of the owners of this club. Like, she probably should have given her a heads up, but it's not just Piper's club.
Yeah, she's the one who actually put money in. Like, we know Phoebe didn't.
Yeah, oh no.
She doesn't have money.
She's leeching money off for college. So Piper and Prue are bickering in the background. Phoebe just smiles awkwardly at Cole, does not turn to face them at any point. She just stares at Cole smiling awkwardly through this whole conversation, even if she's talking to them.
Yeah. There's a lot of both her and Cole being weird, awkward goobers in this.
Yeah. But I kind of like that better than them just bitching at each other. Oh, yeah. Cole bombing
way better than that.
I do like that they're kind of awkward, even though he's like this hundreds of years old demon trying to kill her, and she's one of the chosen ones, and they're both a couple of dum-dums.
I love him being like, oh gosh, do I kill her or not? I just don't know.
He's working for the Triad, who worked for the source of all evil. Like, look, we defend Cole a lot on this channel, but he started out as a real goober, I gotta say. Real dum-dum. There are stupid inconsistencies with his character, too. So yeah, everyone in this scene is dancing around mentioning that magic and demons exist. They all got their own little covers for things.
Magic and demons, magic and demons. What's the theme here?
What are you singing?
Just nothing. They're singing about magic and demons.
Oh, okay. Well, after they discuss their busy schedules and fight for about 10 years, Piper and Prue split off, and then Cole chickens out about this breakup. He's like, oh no, that's the theme of this episode. Cole chickening out. He does this in every scene. He chickens out of what he's going to do, but all of this bitching has inspired him. He never heard the girls bitching at each other before, which is surprising because he's been around 7 episodes.
Yeah, it should only take like 1 5-minute meeting of them to realize that they love doing that.
But I don't know. I mean, he's inspired to like use them fighting to his advantage to split them up. But also, like, if he encountered them more than once, which he has, he would know they're always fighting. So it's not going to be any different than normal. But he's like, oh, I got an idea. Oh, I got a big case to work on. Bye! So he skulks outside, and then he sends his shadow to the Triad. I don't remember this was an ability of his. He just goes like, yeah, go tell the Triad I got an idea. I'm going to kill the Charmed Ones. And he's like, all right.
Feeling real lazy today.
I don't know if, like, can anyone in the comments confirm, was this something Cole ever did before or after? I feel like they would throw out some sort of interesting abilities that he used to be able to do. And then once he got, once he was like in Tremors world and he had all of the powers and love wasn't enough or whatever, it was less interesting stuff because it was always like energy balls or teleporting, which I don't think he did as much as he did when he was just normal, half human, half demon.
Yeah. Leo has some better powers in this one too. I forgot about him.
I forgot he could shapeshift.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
I completely forgot about. No, like he could be so much more useful if he could do that.
If he could transform into whoever he wants, because he transforms into Balthazar at one point, they could use that to their advantage. But he doesn't. I don't remember if he ever does this before or after. If he does, it's not very much.
Yeah, like,
and I don't think he could do it later, because otherwise they would have.
Yeah, there's so many times that have been useful. Why doesn't he do that?
Yeah.
Oh, but he's an elder later. He doesn't have that power that the weaker guys have.
Yeah, I don't. Also, it's like, okay, clearly he turns into Balthazar to trick the audience when that happens. But it's like, in universe, he doesn't need to look like Balthazar for that training exercise.
No, it's a very pointless training exercise, too.
No, they kind of call back to it later, but weak.
It's so bad because it goes nowhere. He comes in as Balthazar. Yeah, it's just to trick the audience because they must have set this up, or like if they don't know when he's coming, it could be the real Balthazar and they wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So like they have to know when he's coming, so it's pointless. And they scratch him lightly. He's like, ah!
Yeah, that's on Piper.
Training over.
Piper knew it was her husband and she stabs him. Maybe they weren't married yet, but still stabs him?
He's dead.
He's dead. They do mention that multiple times.
Burst him into bloody ice chunks. But like, what? Leo's such a wiener about this. Like, yeah, is. Good training. I didn't expect you to hit me.
They got some good. Leo is not in this episode that much, but he made the most of the time that he had. I will say that. So the next day, Prue is planning for that photo shoot at P3. She's on the phone. Piper is smearing a bagel at the time. A beagle. She's smearing a beagle, and it was really weird. It's weird that she puts a bunch of cream cheese on a bagel, and a beagle. Yeah.
Snoopy has to shoot her down in his doghouse.
Revenge of the Red Baron. So Phoebe rushes in. She's like, Coco! I need you now! The others are annoyed as usual. Phoebe sits down. She stuffs some fruit into her mouth just as Balthazar gently kicks the kitchen door open because it's Leo and he's the handyman. He doesn't want to fix a door, so he's like, kind of kicks it open. Phoebe's ass suddenly gets a whole lot bigger because she's in a harness, so she can levitate and kick him in the face.
Yeah.
With her levitating powers, that seems like that's all she does is levitate so she can kick people in the face easier.
Yeah.
It just feels like you can use your levitation for a lot more than that, but that's all she ever does.
No, they just like, we only want to lift her up for a one kick and that's about it.
It's so funny too, like, because Phoebe is always wearing these like revealing outfits because that's her style, but they have to fit these harnesses into it, and so that's when you get the diaper pants going on. Later on in the episode, she's got that like kind of Latina inspired sort of flamenco outfit on with all the cleavage. They got to stuff a harness in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how they managed that one. But anyway, they kick the ass of Balthazar. Turns out it's Leo in disguise. While they're doing this, Piper slashes him in the neck with the bagel knife, knowing that it's Leo.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's like, if you knew Leo was coming, it just defeats the point of this training exercise because you've planned this already.
Yeah.
Maybe he was supposed to catch them by surprise, and that's the part they didn't plan for, but
like I said, if it's by surprise, then that's a bad idea because then they wouldn't know which one it is.
Yeah. It's either that or they planned it exactly, in which case, what's the point?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't make sense either way.
Yeah. This is when we see that Leo can just shapeshift at will, turns back into Leo from Balthazar. Was he using Balthazar powers too, or no? He just kicked the door open and came in?
Yeah, I don't think he did anything else.
Okay. Well, this is when the girls bicker about their schedules some more.
Did he throw an energy ball? He might have.
I don't know. Let us know in the comments. Did he throw an energy ball? Could he imitate that? It seems like a lot.
Can Leo throw energy balls?
He might have, and then...
I think he did. I think he threw an energy ball.
Did he throw an energy ball?
I'm pretty sure.
Now it's bugging me. I don't know. Do you have the episode ready? I kind of want to know.
Yeah.
He throws an energy ball.
Yeah.
He threw an energy ball. How can he imitate that? So Leo could transform into anyone and imitate their powers?
Apparently.
He could he threw an energy ball. Like, he could do that the whole time? Like, he gets thrown into so much furniture. Why wouldn't he just throw an energy ball?
Uh-huh.
In this episode, why didn't he use Balthazar's powers against him when he fights him later for real?
Mm-hmm.
I don't...
Pretty stupid.
Well, what do you know? It's not every day you see the stupidest thing you've ever seen.
Well, anyway, the girls have bickered about their schedules. Meanwhile, Cole, he has a knife that the Triad guy gave to him when he was giving him a nightmare, I guess. And he places this knife in his, like, little shrine that he has in his, in a cabinet in his wall. This includes, a bunch of random things I guess he's supposed to have collected over the centuries. Like, there's, like, some Roman vase in there. There's, like, a golden goblet. There's also seashells for some reason. I want to say maybe his dad's picture was in there at one point, too, but I could be conflating that with another thing. But anyway, he's apparently interviewing this guy for a job. Mm-hmm. Like, there's this guy named Andras, who's the spirit of rage. And he's basically giving him a job interview. Like, he's like, what can you do? Maybe I can use this to my advantage. So again, hiring, and then hiring other people.
Yeah.
So the spirit of rage, he uses people's anger. Like, they have to be angry already. And then he infects them. And that makes their anger build into rage. It gets worse. And it ends once they commit a grievous act of violence. Apparently, this guy has caused wars. Like, he mentions pitting nations against each other. Like, that's how powerful he is. But when he finds out Cole wants to fight some witches, suddenly he's scared. Like, you said sisters, not witches! All right, so this is Jason Carter. You might know him from Babylon 5. He was in 44 episodes of that. He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was also in an episode of She-Wolf of London. That's what I know him from. Played an evil circus performer that may be the devil. Pretty good. Yeah, wasted in this role, of course. So, Cole is like, no, don't worry about them being witches. They're sisters, too. So, if we can break their sisterly bond, it's going to break the foundation of their powers. Because for this episode and this episode only, if they fight, they'll lose their powers. This makes no sense. If they lost their powers every time they fought or used their powers against each other specifically, they would always not have their powers.
Yeah, like probably over half of the show, they wouldn't have their powers. The book would be split.
This is constantly. They're fighting each other, even when they're not under magical influence. But that happens a lot. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. After he's told that, Andras is like, yeah, that's cool. Let's do it. I guess I'm fine with it. So Phoebe gets out of class, and she's late getting to that homeowners meeting that she agreed to host. But she's made even more late by Cole, because he shows up and he's like, I've got early dinner reservations. We can hang out together.
Phoebe agreed to host this, and then she puts it on everyone else.
Yeah. Well, that's the point.
Yeah, that's classic Phoebe.
Well, everyone's shifting their priorities and giving responsibility to everyone else.
Just Phoebe for you.
Really, she should put some of this on Cole, you know? The Thanks Obama stuff was ridiculous, but in this case, she could have put something on Cole, because he was there when they made those plans for that day and talked about how busy they were. And he's like, I got the reservations. Why don't you blow all that up and we'll go to the club. A different club.
That's crazy. They go to a different club. Like, wow.
The fact you have to have reservations. And he makes it seem like it's this really, like, classy, like, sophisticated restaurant. And then when they get there, it's this fucking, like, Latin club with dancers all around them in disco outfits. They're sitting at a table that looks so small, like they're, like, in clown chairs or something, just stooped over each other while people dance around them. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Very weird.
Loud band right next to them, but they can have intimate conversations. I don't think so. But Phoebe's like, no, okay, I can't do this dinner. I promised that I was going to do all this other stuff. I got to get Prue's car back to her. Prue was like, you know, make sure that you fill up the gas tank. Don't leave it empty like you did before. And Cole's like, oh, I understand. And he starts to very slowly and awkwardly walk away. Like, better not stop me. I guess I'll go. Sure is taking me a long time to leave. Phoebe's like, no, wait. Okay, I'll go to dinner. I'll get Piper to do this homeowners association thing. It's fine. As Phoebe's heading out, Cole fucks with the car so that the gas tank will be empty. The seeds of chaos are sown.
Whoa.
So at the manor, Piper is making snacks for this homeowners meeting. So she doesn't think she's in charge of it yet, but she got roped into doing snacks. And Prue points out, like, it's like, you could have just made, like, chips and dip instead of these, like, fancy tarts and stuff. And she's like, I'm a chef. I have to do this.
You're going to forget that real soon.
Yeah. It's like, I don't know why she's bothering pretending to still be a chef at this point.
Yeah. I don't remember that again until the finale.
Yeah. She trips over some of Prue's camera equipment that's left on the floor. That is a dick move by Prue. And also not going to be very helpful for her job stuff because, like, camera equipment's not cheap.
Yeah.
Leaving that on the floor to get broken? Come on. What a slob. So Leo is there, and he's like, well, why didn't you just tell your sisters no? Because in this episode, apparently Piper is a pushover. I don't fucking think so.
Yeah.
Piper's like, no, this is just par for the course. We're sisters. We always bitch at each other. That's just the way of things. I don't know why Leo at this point can't be helping with any of this stuff. I guess he's helping a little bit, but, like, he's not doing anything.
He goes and gets the mineral water down the basement, which is next to that evil portal or whatever is going on.
Yeah, the fucking nexus in the basement.
Nexus, yeah.
He just grabs it out of the nexus. Thanks. Phoebe shows up, and she's like, no, I can't host this meeting. I gotta do a thing, so Piper, you do it. Piper freezes the neighbors to bitch. She complains she's had to keep rescheduling.
If I had my blow-up power, Phoebe,
You would be dead!
She's like, I've had to keep rescheduling this doctor's appointment, and Phoebe helpfully suggests seeing Leo, because he was a doctor before he died. Excuse me? Phoebe gets her way, and then Leo's like, gotta go for white lighter stuff. See ya.
Can he heal general ailments or just signs?
General ailments? Oh.
Just like,
I think she was just going for a checkup. I don't think
that's what I mean.
going...
Like, if there's anything wrong, if he just gave her a heal, would there be definitely nothing wrong?
Yeah, I feel like it's inconsistent what he is allowed to heal or not. I feel like in some episodes it's fine, because he'll be like, paper cut, fine.
Mm-hmm.
But other episodes it's like, I can't interfere with bleedy bleedy.
Yeah. I can't cure the common cold.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. But Leo, when he leaves, like a coward, he's also holding one of those mineral waters at the time. And it's like a fancy in a glass bottle mineral water. And just, like, orbs out and drops it so that Piper has to catch it. Like a dick. He could have set that down before he left. He didn't need to go out immediately. Why'd he do that? He should have taken it with him, but apparently that means he let it go. He's like, I'm not taking this mineral water to the elders. They can get their own.
Yeah, if I go up there with this, I'm going to become the mineral water guy, and I'm always going to have to bring it up.
They're elders. They haven't had mineral water. Or if they had, it's been a long time. So,
Hey, Leo, while you're down there, bring some of that mineral water. Never should have brought that up here.
They're having mineral water parties. Woo! So outside the house, Cole summons Andros and sends him after Piper. Andros is confused because during their previous conversation, he's like, which sister should we start with? And he's like, the one that's most vulnerable, the youngest one, Phoebe. But then he's like, go after Piper. And he's like, I thought you wanted me to go after Phoebe. And he's like, no, I started it on my own. Like, what? Then why did you say all this stuff? Just tell him to go after Piper.
Piper's the one that makes the most sense to be angry first anyway.
This is barely different than normal Piper.
Yeah.
And then Andros is like, yeah, but like, shouldn't I infect all of them? All, like, it doesn't matter if I do just a couple, just do all of them. And then Cole's like, no, I want to be dumb.
That's we have to fill in some time on this episode. So.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry, you infect the other two, I'll bring Phoebe over, they'll blame her for everything, implying that he doesn't think Phoebe needs to be infected. And yet later, Andros does infect Phoebe. So what was the point of this conversation?
Nothing.
For some reason, Cole being, like, dumb about this earns him a, your legend is well deserved, Balthazar. For what? What did he do to earn that?
Bad planning.
Bad planning. The legend of your stupidity goes far and wide, Balthazar. So inside, the neighbors are bitching at each other about random squabbles. And
fences or something.
Yeah, fences and flowers and stuff. Phoebe takes off. She's in a sexy dress with the most cleavage. she has ever shown. I am actually surprised that there was no nipple slippage. There may have been if you go frame by frame, but man, there was a lot of boob on display here.
She's like over max capacity. This
is like full-on Pamela Anderson and VIP cleavage. Like, there was a lot going on, and this is through most of the episode, and also through a lot of action scenes, and I'm like, man, they got those strapped in. Mm-hmm. There had to have been some slips during filming, because it's a lot.
Cemented those.
Naked woman!
She's also wearing Piper's earrings, which is another thing Piper's irritated about. This is when Andras pokes his head through the window and he infects Piper with the anger virus or whatever. This really seems redundant. She bitches at the neighbors. She's had enough. This is entirely unlike Piper to get mad at random people and blow up at them. Yeah. Literally blow them up when she got those powers.
It's like that rage virus at the end of Transformers. They'll need the Matrix to cure everyone.
Yeah. She tosses a tray of food at them and then kicks them out. Pretty good. Meanwhile, Phoebe and Cole's date. Yeah, they're at this club that really doesn't seem like a reservations restaurant, but that's where they're at.
They see Frasier in the corner, so they go, oh, it must be the reservation place.
Thank God we got reservations! You think Frasier would have been a good demon on Charmed?
Yeah, he's evil enough.
Completely waste him on Charmed.
Yeah.
So Phoebe is sharing an amusing story about her first job when she was 15. Apparently this involved dressing up as a penguin for children's parties. She demonstrates this penguin walk she used to do. Like, she gets up, starts doing this little penguin walk, and her boobs, again, fighting for dear life to stay in her corset.
Turns around and Cole's left.
No, apparently this makes him realize he's desperately in love with her, because he's watching like, oh no, I'm going to break her heart. This lovely penguin woman that I love.
A Capri Sun, and he squeezes.
He squeezes Capri Sun, premature ejaculates all over himself. Things turn more serious now. They have an intimate conversation while this loud band is playing like 5 feet away from them. Somehow they can hear each other. Mm-hmm. Crazy dancing and sexy outfits all around them. Phoebe mentions that she loves her sisters, and then Cole feels bad. He didn't take into account that killing Phoebe and her sisters would make her feel sad. He's like, wait a minute. I didn't think this one through. I didn't think she loved her sisters.
Thought you might like that.
So he briefly considers telling her the truth, but then once again he chickens out. So they start to dance. They do a slow dance, and Cole looks disgusted. He's like laying on her shoulder as the scene ends. At the manor, Prue is mad because Phoebe left her car, the gas tank, empty. That made her miss a work thing. Piper is being pissy about the P3 thing. She ruins Prue's business call. Andras appears in the window again and infects Prue. More bitching commences. Outside, Cole brings Phoebe home, and she jokes about why he's so secretive. What if he's married? What great jokes. She's like, anyway, sex was great the other night. Mwah. Andras sees this goodbye kiss. He is shocked. He thought that he and Balthazar had a thing.
Frying Ryan in the window.
Oh! I don't know why he's so shocked about this. It makes it seem like he's jealous, like he thought they had a thing going on. Because apparently there were rumors that this was going on. He mentions later, like, the rumors were true. And it's like, I don't know why this is a secret, why he cares, especially if this was supposedly part of Cole's plan to split the sisters up. He was supposed to be pretending to be her boyfriend in order to get in good with them and then kill them.
This is when he appeared in the apartment as Phoebe is leaving?
No.
No. Okay.
That's later.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why Andras cares about this that much. Phoebe goes inside, and she is stunned to find her sisters fighting. Very unlike them. Phoebe is like, why is everyone being so mean to me? And then Piper says, well, the world doesn't revolve around Phoebe.
Phoebe is aghast at this. How dare someone say that?
Why did you say that name?
I don't think I can even finish the episode after hearing that. That's just outrageous. You can't say lies like that.
It's like everyone says a lot of mean things to each other, but those are very satisfying, honestly. Like, they got a whole thing where Prue's like, well, everyone's depending on me. I got to take care of everyone because I'm the big sister. And Piper's like, I'm the middle sister and I get pushed around all the time. And then Phoebe is, I don't know, an idiot. And then they're mad at her for being a lame duck or whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Andras appears in the window again. Then he infects Phoebe. Again, I don't know what the point of that exchange with Cole was, where he's like, I'll take care of Phoebe, because he just infects her anyway.
Yeah.
Piper tells Phoebe that Graham said she never amounted to anything, which sounds like the most honest thing anyone says.
Sounds like that checks out.
Yeah. She says it's a lie later, but I think that was a lie.
Yeah, that was the
lie. She's like, I gotta spare her feelings because
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to tell her that.
Yeah. Piper snatches back one of her earrings. Luckily, they were clip-ons, because otherwise we'd rip out of Phoebe's ear there. I don't know how many people. I mean,
too bad that it was a clip-on.
I don't know how many women in early 2000 were still wearing clip-on earrings. I guess I own some of them, but usually it's like when you're a lot younger, you have some.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like by then they didn't wear as many of them. I don't know. It was just because they didn't want to rip Phoebe's ear. Phoebe calls her a bitch. And then she transforms into her stunt double, again with the big diaper on so she can try and kick Piper in the face. Use her kick in the face move. They all proceed to fight. They use their powers against each other. That breaks their sisterly bond, severs the power of three. I don't know.
Splits it on the book.
Yeah, the Book of Shadows.
Put a little cover over the normal cover to show it split.
the triquetra splits into three, and they kind of do a freeze frame and then dissolve so that it can morph into into that. Phoebe is upset. She leaves, and Andras smiles in the window like he won. But the spell's over, and like none of them were even hurt physically. I don't know how this is a grievous, violent act, because that's what's supposed to end the spell when a grievous act of violence happens. But it's like none of them were like emotionally they were hurt, but it doesn't feel like someone who started a bunch of wars. Like, is that the payoff?
Yeah, they should be more damaged.
Yeah, like I mean, I guess they lost their powers, but it's like if he's doing this to anyone else, like if that was the end result, like how do you get anything done?
One slap. Yes, they did it. Spell over.
All they do is kind of shove each other a bunch and then break like some camera stuff in a blender.
Yeah, the blender. That was the final straw.
Fuck! The most grievous act of violence. The blender. So Piper and Prue feel bad now that they're back to normal.
I'm in need of a guilt remover spell.
Leo shows up to say that their fight was so bad, even the elders felt it. And he's like, yeah, your powers are gone now, by the way. Way to go. He's like, well, how bad was this fight? And Prue's like, hey, remember Pearl Harbor? It was like that. Excuse me?
Shut up.
So this is when Leo explains that if they use their powers on each other, that'll sever the sisterly bond, and then they'll lose their powers. Again, this doesn't make any sense. They do this all the time. But if they fix their relationship, they can fix their powers. So they got to find Phoebe, but she's gone to Cole's place. Cole is in his true form as Balthazar, chanting at his little altar cabinet. He puts on his Cole disguise before opening the door, changes his outfit with his disguise. He goes from the black suit to like a white tank top.
He waits till the last second to change because it's like, is he going to answer the door as Balthazar? No.
Cole seems surprised that she's there, but I'm not sure what he thought was going to happen. Like, did he expect them to kill each other, or was the plan they lose their powers and then he kills them with that knife? In which case, of course, she's going to come there. You want that to happen.
Best plan ever, a knife.
I guess if the Triad gave it to him, maybe it's supposed to be, even though, I don't know, he could just kill her with a normal knife at this point.
Yeah, doesn't seem like it's that special.
No. If he really wanted to kill her, he'd use a wall. So at the manor, Prue and Piper can't even scry for Phoebe anymore. They don't even attempt at one point to have Leo look for her.
Mm-hmm.
She's still his charge, right? He should be able to find her, but he never tries at any point.
Yeah, you'd think. Useless Leo.
They're worried she's dead. He's like, I'll look in the Book of Shadows.
Yeah. I'll look in the basement for mineral water.
You find her yet?
Elders aren't getting any of this. Oh!
Come on, Leo! So he finds immediately the page on Andras. I guess they knew it had to be this one guy that made them angry. Like, yeah, it's that guy. The first guy I found. Meanwhile, Phoebe is crying into Cole's chest for a while. She pulls back and apologizes for getting makeup on his shirt, but there's no makeup on his shirt, which is the more astounding thing because, again, she's wearing like 4 layers of foundation.
It should have left an imprint of her entire face.
It should have been like the makeup gun on The Simpsons. Not even her mascara gets dripped down her face despite all of the crying. She comes back later talking about, sobbing and crying and all that. Her eyes don't even look red. It's like there's no evidence that she was crying.
Yeah, it should have been like dark place. You cut back.
Yeah.
Just immediate.
She must have had like just a ton of, setting powder or setting spray or something to keep that, like what the drag queens use to keep that cinched in place. Yeah, basically. So Phoebe sits on the couch. Cole's like, I'll get you tissue. Sneaks on over to his evil altar cupboard, grabs his knife, goes over to the couch with her, and she thanks him for being there for her. This is like a vulnerable moment. She's crying and she's like, thank you for supporting me in my time of need. He cups her face. She licks his thumb.
He's just, I can't with this. I'm gonna get the knife.
Is this a licking the thumb moment? I feel like I've been transported into Tyra Banks' model land when she accidentally sucks that guy's thumb for no reason. Like, why is this happening? I could not cringe more.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was a Alyssa Milano improv moment, because she was criticized for this quite a bit in recent years, but I think over the years people have done that for thumb play. Well, because when she makes out with Cole here, she is doing open-mouthed tongue kissing, which is not general etiquette for TV kissing, because you are kissing another actor that you're not really romantically involved with. And not that they don't do that, sometimes they do, but generally it's considered better etiquette to not do the big open mouth tongue kisses. And people have theorized this was because Julian McMahon and Shannen Doherty were dating at the time, and Alyssa Milano was basically trying to antagonize her and be like, look what I'm doing with your boyfriend. So I guess if you believe that's true, it does shine a little bit of a different light on these scenes. But either way, I don't think it was an appropriate choice to be licking his thumb when you're supposed to be in a vulnerable, crying moment.
Yeah.
To suddenly go to, like, let's have sexy times.
Very weird.
It was very weird, because he didn't initiate this. She just starts licking his thumb. Weird.
Then he's like, just look over there for a second while I go get the knife.
No, he has the knife at that point.
Okay. Well, he keeps holding it behind his back. It's like, I can't stand to listen to her anymore.
Licking my tongue, I gotta stab her now.
Weird thumb thing.
Yeah.
Licking my tongue.
Licking my tongue and my thumb.
She's a lick-a-tongue.
Lick-a-tongue. So yeah, he takes the knife out. He gets ready to stab her, but he chickens out again. Could have saved us a lot of time. We could have had Paige earlier.
You idiot.
He has changed his mind. He sends Phoebe home to go make up with her sisters. He's spared her and betrayed the source and the triad and all that. Andras shows up and he's pissed. He's like, what are you doing making out with a stinky witch? The rumors were true. I'm going to go tell on you. Neener, neener, neener. Cole turns into Balthazar and he's like, I'm going to kill you before you tell on me. I don't know how he was supposed to kill the guy if he's already a spirit.
Yeah.
Because he's literally a spirit, and if you read the Book of Shadows page on him, he's like not a full demon. He's just some spirit guy. Yeah. Like a lower level demon. And he's a spirit because he possesses a Balthazar after that.
He's like, you didn't realize it can also possess people. Oh, I'm so stupid. Your reputation is well earned that you suck.
That's why I decided to work for you. Your legend precedes you. So at home, they're worried about Phoebe. They think she could be dead at this point. Leo's like, no, nothing's going to happen to her. And Piper points out that things have happened to a lot of their family. One of the examples that she points out is Grandma Ghost. But she died of a heart attack. So, that's not a good example for this moment.
Yeah. Been better if Leo's like, nothing's going to happen to her, and then her head rolls in. And, never mind.
Why did you think nothing was going to happen to her? They know that a demon, they know the spirit of rage or whatever, made them try to kill each other so they would lose their powers. So they know Balthazar is probably going to try and kill her. She's his charge, and he's like,
yeah,
nothing's going to happen.
Lazy Leo.
But I guess it all worked out, because Phoebe just comes home, and all this searching was pointless.
Yeah.
She's like, hey, I'm here. She makes a Survivor reference. They talk out their issues, but their powers aren't back quite yet. This is when a possessed Balthazar shows up to try and kill them. It's a repeat of what happened before when Leo was pretending to be Balthazar, so they can call back to that. Leo jumps in with a chair shot, throws the chair against him, breaks apart, and he's immediately smacked away.
No sell.
Your ass is grass, and I'm gonna smoke it!
Why didn't he use an energy ball against him?
Yeah.
He could do it.
And he turned into another Balthazar.
Yeah.
The confused Balthazar.
Balthazar v. Balthazar. I guess their powers were just on a delayed reaction, because then now they have them, so.
Yeah.
Good use of their time without them, by the way.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
They were vulnerable when they didn't even really know it, and then they had their powers back.
Yeah. Maybe put them in more peril before you get them back.
Yeah.
I know point.
Yeah, I know they lose their powers a lot, but if you're going to set this up as like Balthazar's coming after them, the Source, the Triad, all this stuff, like maybe.
Yeah, they give it a little bit of lip service, but yeah, they should have actually had more action behind that.
Yeah. So Prue deflects his energy balls back at him. That knocks Andros loose. They're like, whoa, that's a new one. And then Phoebe, I feel like Alyssa Milano struggled with this line. She awkwardly says, demon with demon filling. Though he's not technically a full demon, if you read the Book of Shadows entry.
It would have probably been a stronger story had Cole forced him out.
I guess.
Would have, led into what happens with him better, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he already betrayed them, so...
Yeah. But
apparently they didn't need Andros.
It just kind of seemed a little lame that they knock him out and then he's like, yeah, you annoyed me, and then he kills him.
Yeah, made it easy. And it seems like the Triad didn't need Andros to tell on Balthazar, because it seems like they were just watching all the time anyway, because they know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, even though, they must have been watching before then, because what happens here after he kills Andros, he decides he's just going to get to killing the Charmed Ones anyway. It's like, the whole point of him possessing you was to make you do that because you weren't going to, but now you're going to do it anyway?
Yeah, it was a little confusing.
He goes directly to Phoebe.
Yeah.
Not even her sisters. It's like the whole thing with this whole episode is that you were so in love with Phoebe you couldn't do it. But he's like, anyway, I'll stab her now that I'm here.
That was very weird.
But Phoebe gives him a levitating kick to the face.
That's her signature move, apparently. Until she forgets levitation.
Yeah. So yeah, just like with their practice with Leo, they managed to beat him up, incapacitate him, and then Piper stabs him. She gets a chunk out of his stomach, which actually was what was called back to in the last episode we talked about, in the 100th episode. They were like, well, how do we get rid of Balthazar? We need a chunk of his flesh to make this vanquishing potion. They get a chunk of his flesh in this episode to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Accidentally, they get a little piece of pepperoni off him. Yeah. He gets flung out the window, and for some reason, being horribly injured makes him revert back to Cole outside.
Yeah, it's reverse of what it supposedly is.
Yeah. So yeah, we discussed that earlier, but it doesn't make any sense. He doesn't want to be Cole at this moment, but before the girls can see him, he's teleported away.
Yeah, you see he's worried about being caught like this.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, oh no.
To Knuckles.
Nothing is good about this, Phoebe. That's why it's called war.
War wasn't enough.
And then Andros shows up like, I caused the Sonic War.
You bastard.
So yeah, they got the chunk of flesh. They go to P3. Fastball performs. Woohoo! Prue shows up in leather pants to say that the photo shoot went well, but it could have been better if it was done at P3. Everything seemed to work out for them. I guess the neighbors worked out. Yeah, they died. They worked out their squabbles, so it was a good thing that Piper bitched at them. I guess it all worked out there.
Yeah, apparently.
All their problems are solved. Phoebe says that they should always tell each other how they feel, and Piper's like,
nah, we'll kill each other if we do that. Let's not.
Seems like
laugh track to credits.
Seems like nothing was learned here.
Nothing's accomplished here. Waste of time.
So after this whole Fastball concert thing at the club, whatever, Cole is just now arriving at the Triad where he was, their headquarters, where he was just teleported to. Like, that was a long teleport, huh?
Yeah.
Just floating around for hours. Ah! They're like, no, you betrayed us. You betrayed the Source. Time to kill you. So Cole, who is horribly injured, using up all of his energy to project this human aura for no reason, proceeds to easily murder this all-powerful triad.
Yeah. All he needs is, like, neck snaps for some of them.
One of them wasn't even vanquished. It was a neck snap. You could kill him like a normal person. There's so many demons where they're like, including Balthazar, where they're like, you have to vanquish him. You can't just kill.
Yeah.
There's no other way to kill him. But that guy, you could just snap his neck. So what were they worried about?
Yeah. I mean, you need, like, a power 3 spell and all that bullshit.
I think, the triad was actually a bunch of wieners, but because you could just put another 3 guys in and say it's the triad, that's why they're always around. You can't kill them because you can't kill an idea.
That's why they come back, right? It's a different triad.
I don't remember if they came back after that. They might have. They certainly were different guys than they started as. I don't know. I don't remember what. I feel like this is the end of them, but it could not be. Maybe that's what happened in the finale. Was it the triad again in season 8?
I think so, yeah.
You know what? I think you're right. Because it was like, why are we bringing the triad in?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
But yeah, it must have not really been the same ones.
No, because
like, we're the new triad.
We also suck.
Yeah.
No, my son's also the triad. Cole screams into the air that a warrior is going to Stovallcore. And that's the end of the episode.
No.
Phelan, what are your final thoughts on Power Outage?
It's a pretty middling episode. It's not horrible, but it could have been better. There's stuff happening. They care at least 50% of the time. There's an actual battle. So it's okay.
I think I enjoyed this part of the Cole and Phoebe storyline as much of a Buffy Angel ripoff as it can be sometimes.
Yeah, definitely a lot of that here.
Yeah, I feel like they had certain quirks in there that I enjoyed via characterization. Like, they're dumb things.
Thumb sucking.
I didn't like that. I didn't care for that at all. There's certainly dumb things in it, but there are like endearing qualities to the characters. So even if you could be like, well, that was kind of mean, or that was kind of dumb, or not that heroic, you could at least enjoy other parts of it. I even enjoyed that they threw in a Fastball, do a Fastball concert. So yeah, I think I enjoyed the episode. I'd call it a solid one.
Mm-hmm.
The ending was kind of dumb though, but you can laugh at least. So Phelan, do you have a Margoyle or a Carman?
Margoyle is lazy Leo. There's stupid half-ass training session that makes no sense and calling it off the second he got hurt. And having all these stupid powers that he doesn't use when they'd be more useful later. Stupid Leo.
Yeah. Honestly.
What is any of that?
Drop the ball.
Yeah. Carman's going to Prue for making fun of Phoebe first thing in the episode. Good stuff.
I'll give the Carman to Piper for telling Phoebe that the world doesn't revolve around her, and that Graham said that she wouldn't amount to anything.
Yeah, that's very good.
Yeah. Margoyle, I think, is going to be Cole. Cole was a pretty big wiener in this episode. He kept chickening out all the time, doing a bunch of dumb things.
Yeah. He
did kill the triad, but is that really an accomplishment?
It doesn't really make up for not killing Phoebe.
Yeah, real Margoyle move there. All right, anything else about this before we wrap it up?
Nope.
All right, if you guys enjoyed this podcast, we'd appreciate it if you liked, subscribed, or reviewed wherever you're enjoying this podcast on. You can find us in audio form wherever podcasts are enjoyed, or on YouTube at youtube.com/movie nights the series and youtube.com/Phelous. You can watch our videos ahead of time, support our videos, our podcasts, all of our work on Patreon. You can also vote for episodes of Charmed Rewind, which ones we're going to be covering. My Patreon is patreon.com/movie nights. Phelan's Patreon is patreon.com/Phelous. Thanks to Peter Hunter for editing the podcast for us and for the amazing theme song. You can find him at Pretor Hunter on most social media. You can also listen to his podcast about the Twilight Zone that he does with his wife called The Monsters Are Due at themonstersardue.podcast.com. And I love to remind people of this. He's working on the new Mystery Science Theater right now, and that's pretty sweet. What hashtag should we use, Phelan?
Hashtag thumbsucker.
Hashtag Phoebe don't. I think that's it.
Sure.
We'll see you Charmanders next time with Witches in Tights. Bye.
Waste of time.